Remember that time you had the perfect day?
Today, we are talking about how to have the perfect day at Disney Hollywood Studios.
According to the experts, aka us, we're experts.
It's 6:45 a.m.
Morning time.
Got my phone out, and I'm ready to book my attractions. Because if there is one park that I need Genie Plus in, it's this one.
Every time I go to Disney MGM Studios, I rope drop the tram tour. Get over to the tram tour as quickly as you can, friends.
You're looking good, you've got your mouse ears on, you're doing a Buzz Lightyear bound, or whatever you're doing, and you are ready to go to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Rope dropping as a resort guest, getting that early 30 minutes in.
And you walk blearily, blurry-eyed, to the entryway.
The next thing that I really like to do is go ride the Great Movie Ride, okay? So you wanna go over to the Great Movie... yes?
There are so many people around you. You're swimming through people. They're crushing you, around you. You can't see anything because there are people ahead of you.
What do you mean it's not 1989?
The most popular things for you to do in the morning are likely going to be something like Rise of the Resistance.
What do you mean it's 2022? That's not even a real year.
I think the most popular things to do in Hollywood Studios in the morning are Rope Drop, Slinky Dog Dash, and Rise of the Resistance.
What do you mean I'm 40?
Rise of the Resistance is the most popular ride in Hollywood Studios, one of the most popular rides in Disney World. It is a Star Wars themed attraction. It typically has over a 2-hour wait.
I do think those are good things to do, especially if you are a Walt Disney World Resort guest and you get in for that early theme park entry. Get there early.
It's gonna be a rush, I have to let you know, okay? People are gonna literally be running, which you're not supposed to do. So if you're running, do not run in the theme parks, people, okay? Wait, 2 fingers. Do not run in the theme parks, people, okay? You're not supposed to do that. Walk briskly.
Don't get in line for Starbucks there. I just think that is the worst use of your time possible.
I don't feel like there's time to eat food in the morning at Hollywood Studios.
For me personally, I need to get some breakfast in the morning, and I am chaotic without coffee, okay? I need my coffee. I need my coffee and my carrot cake cookie.
I'm gonna talk about a little bit of a hidden gem, and that's at Hollywood Scoops, the ice cream shop on Sunset Boulevard. They serve blueberry Mickey waffles for breakfast, and like nobody knows about it. And you get this little platter with your Mickey waffles that are blueberry, and it comes with strawberries on top, whipped cream, and they sell mimosas there too, if you really wanna get wild.
Really to toss up, you could have the Ronto Wrap breakfast version or a breakfast bowl.
The breakfast bowl at Woody's Lunchbox. It's breakfast tacos with a sausage breakfast gravy. Ugh, yes, please.
I think the morning at Hollywood Studios needs to be go up until probably like 10, because this park has so many heavy hitter rides that you kind of need to like work through them real quick. You need a plan in the morning. You need to be strategic in the morning, and then you can have a little bit more of a relaxing afternoon. In
a perfect world, you will have accomplished Rise of the Resistance and Slinky Dog Dash.
Afternoon, Hollywood Studios.
It's hot. We are hot right now.
You are generally moist.
Can somebody turn off the sun?
Why is this the hottest park? Okay, when did that happen? It used to be Animal Kingdom. I thought, that's what everybody said.
You're looking at your phone. Every single wait time is over an hour.
Maybe you're gonna go back to your hotel. Maybe you listen to me and you cranked out a bunch of stuff in the morning and you wanna go take a little snooze break at your hotel. Maybe you wanna take the Skyliner somewhere. Have a nice lunch. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Good job. Go do that.
I don't think riding rides in the afternoon at Hollywood Studios is the best thing to do. The lines are going to be so long. A lot of those queues are outdoors. It's going to be so hot.
I think getting those big attractions done earlier in the day is best.
But this again, we're relaxing. We now can eat and drink and enjoy ourselves and see some shows. So I'm probably seeing Beauty and the Beast live on stage.
Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. That is always a must-see for me when I'm in Hollywood Studios for fun. It is outdoors, but it's shady and it's seated, and that is where I'm spending my midday. If you can bring a drink in there, yeah.
Go and see Frozen. It is fabulous. It's funny. You've got the narrators, the town historians, and they tell funny jokes, and then Anna and Elsa comes out and snow falls.
Muppet Vision 3D. That is right. You head over there to Muppet Courtyard and you get yourself a pair of those classic purple 3D glasses that we wore to watch Captain EO, and we wore them to watch Magic Journeys.
You know, maybe I'm popping into Walt Disney Presents for a little Disney history. Yeah, maybe they're still running that Lightyear preview.
You're getting hungry. My advice to you is find some food. The earlier the better before the queues begin to pack up filled with screaming children and or screaming adults who have become hangry. We don't like the hanger.
Hollywood Studios has some pretty decent quick service options. So one is the ABC Commissary. Now, it's still pretty basic theme park food, but it's like theme park food with flair, you know? And who doesn't want a little flair when they're eating in Hollywood Studios, okay? It's Hollywood.
If you want a table service restaurant in your Hollywood Studios day, you want it midday to take a break from the lines and the heat, and you want it a Hollywood Brown Derby, in my opinion.
Hopefully I've got an Oga's Cantina reservation so we can go in there and get a fuzzy TT, as I like to call it. I don't call it that. No one calls it that. I apologize for saying that.
Please don't go to Pizza Rizzo. I like you, generally, as a person, and I don't recommend Pizza Rizzo to people that I like.
I will go to Docking Bay 7 and get my Felucian Kefta and really get hydrated, enjoy the air conditioning, and get recharged for your evening in Hollywood Studios. I like to do some shopping in the evening because, let's face it, I need things.
Evening time at Hollywood Studios.
Well, in the evening it starts to get dark. The sun starts to set.
It's a good time to be there.
Congratulations, you've made it through the day.
The temperatures have gone down a bit. Some people have park hopped out of the park. Maybe some have park hopped in, but some have park hopped out.
You've done the shows, you've done the big rides, everything is winding down.
Maybe it rained a little bit. Maybe it rained at around 4 p.m.
What happens after a rain in Florida is one of two things. Either the humidity is lessened and there is a nice cool breeze that takes over the afternoon, or it's more humid and you gotta come from above and from below, as the water that has been sort of gathering in tepid pools on the ground begins to evaporate, and you feel it moving up your short legs and down your t-shirt openings.
The most popular things to do in the evening at Hollywood Studios are typically Fantasmic. Hands down is the way you win your night in Hollywood Studios, that nighttime spectacular.
That is the correct answer. That is the best thing you can do at the evening time. Unfortunately, Fantasmic is not back yet.
Now is when I want you to get caffeinated for the evening. I want you to go all night. You gotta stay for the projections show. Come on.
I think the projection shows are really nice.
They're so fun. The first one's Disney Movie Magic. The second one is The Wonderful World of Disney Animation. And they are projection shows on the Chinese theater. Only a couple minutes long. Disney Movie Magic features like Pirates and Guardians and Indiana Jones and Star Wars and like more live action movies that Disney owns. And then Wonderful World of Animation includes clips from Disney animated feature films and Pixar.
The best rides to ride in the evening, if you haven't done them already, Slinky Dog. Slinky Dog is so much fun at night. It takes on a whole different vibe.
I love riding Tower of Terror in the evening.
Tower of Terror is fun at night because it makes it a little spookier, and then when the shutters open up while you're falling, it's nighttime, so your eyes don't have to like really quick adjust to super bright sunlight.
I do think jumping in a line right before the park closes is a very smart thing to do, especially if you're not using Genie Plus or paying for the fancy rides. I will say it's risky with Rise though, because Rise has so many technical difficulties that if it goes down, if you like wait all day and then you're like, oh, we'll just ride it last thing, and then it goes down, it might not come back up. So that is a roll of the dice.
If I needed a nap in Hollywood Studios, where would I take it?
I respect the Muppets too much, so I'm not gonna nap in Muppet Vision 3D.
I have slept in Muppet Vision 3D.
I guess Muppet Vision?
How dare you, anyone who says that?
I recommend finding a nice secluded spot in the Blacklot Express area, sort of one of the booths a little bit in the corner, and just taking a quick snooze.
I'm not gonna lie to you, once I took a nap in Lunch Bay. It was before the characters came back, so there's not really anything in there, and it had outlets. My phone was dying. I had like 20 minutes or so till my next lighting lane. So I just went in there, plugged my phone in, used my bag as a pillow, and caught a couple Z's.
Everybody wants to do everything, and that's why it's so crowded all the time. There are no park passes, and the lines stay super lengthy.
My least favorite things to do in Hollywood Studios, I think As much as I loved Star Tours,
Oh, Star Tours. Oh my God, we are not doing Star Tours. Do you want me to throw up?
as the more we've gotten better technology, it still feels like I'm being put in a shoebox and shaken around, and I don't really love that experience.
Do you want me to feel gross for the rest of the day? Star Tours.
Perhaps my least favorite thing to do in Disney World is wait in a 2-hour line for Slinky Dog Dash. It's in the sun, it's crowded, it's extremely hot, the queue is you're very close to other people.
My least favorite thing would be walking through Toy Story Land during the day, or especially the afternoon. It is too hot. It feels awful.
How do I feel about Genie Plus? I feel like Genie Plus is necessary in Hollywood Studios.
As much as I don't really love Genie Plus works better here to me than most parks in Disney World. So it's worth it.
But I have to work for it. I'm on my phone, I'm fiddle faddling, I'm refreshing, I'm trying to find everything I need to find to get me and my family or my friends or whoever on the rides that we want to ride. Things are sold out for a lot of the day and you're just looking, you're just refreshing, hoping something will pop up, and a lot of times it does. But if you don't have a good grasp on Genie Plus, Hollywood Studios is certainly the hardest park to use it in. Unfortunately, it's also the park where you get the most benefit out of it when you use it well, because you're skipping these 70-minute lines.
If I had 1 hour in Hollywood Studios, I would ride Rise of the Resistance.
I would spend it getting on Rise of the Resistance because it's the best thing to do there. I'd get on Rise of the Resistance, and if I had time, I'd get on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
I'm gonna ride Rise, scoot over real quick and get myself a Cat Sack as Outpost Mix and Cold Brew, and then I'm scooting to the front of the park to watch those projection shows.
I would go to Baseline, I would get myself a flight and a cheese plate, and I would sit down and I would people watch. Because you all are the best attraction.
Talking about my perfect day in Hollywood Studios makes me exhausted because I'm living it in my brains.
Overall, talking about my perfect day in Hollywood Studios kind of makes me want to go to Hollywood Studios.
I think wanting to ride all those big rides first thing in the day, taking a ride break midday, checking out the good air conditioning spots, eating some good food, and then coming back to the rides in the evening is hands down how do you do a good day in Hollywood Studios.
But that being said, I do think that there is value as your parties age to have a little bit less of a bang, 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 bang approach.
I like to start at the tram tour and get it over with. It's a long tour, okay? It's a couple hours long. There is a bathroom break, but it's long. So I would suggest starting there after you've fully gone to the bathroom, okay, in the morning. You want to use the restroom real good before you get in that queue for the tram tour, because the tram tour queue can get very long, and that's only the beginning, my friends. You might wait an hour. Now go watch our episode on our best days in Magic Kingdom.